If you're considering moving to the DC area, but you don't want to live in DC itself, chances are you're looking for the best suburbs around DC. So that's exactly what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to give you the top 7 Maryland suburbs around DC that you should consider moving to. So let's just jump right into it. Hey everyone, my name is Eddie and I'm a realtor here in Maryland. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, thank you for being here. I've made it my mission to help people just like you determine the best places to move in Maryland, give you the market updates, the top neighborhoods, and everything you should know before making a move here. And I also just came out with a brand new relocation roadmap that you can download for free in the description below. So make sure to grab a copy of that before you leave this video. All right, so if you go to Google and you research the best places to live near DC, chances are you're going to see niche.com pop up everywhere with their top lists. And it really is one of the best sites to get a baseline of the best spots to live, the best places to raise a family, buy a house. Overall, it is a really solid list, but I'm going to add in some details, some statistics and numbers that are more accurate than what they give you on the website. And as a reminder, this is a list of both Maryland and Virginia's top suburbs around DC, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to cover the Maryland side. And the first suburb we have to dive into is Rockville, Maryland. Coming in at number 11 on the list of the top suburbs of DC, Rockville is located in Montgomery County, Maryland, and it covers a large area of over 13 square miles. It sits right on top of I-270 and Route 355, which are two major commuter routes going into DC and north to Frederick. And Rockville has a population of around 70,000 residents and a median household income of $122,000. And as far as public transportation goes, Rockville is a great place to live if you need public transportation to get you into DC. There's a metro station right in the town itself, so you can hop on there, go into DC to Union Station, so it's really convenient as far as that goes. There's also a ton of bus routes all around Rockville as well. And Rockville has a ton of things to do right in the city itself. There's things like the Rockville Town Center. There are a ton of commercial retail stores to go shopping in, a ton of restaurants that are both chain and local restaurants. I mean, you have no shortage of options in Rockville. And you can obviously pop down into DC very easily to take advantage of all DC has to offer. So if you live in Rockville and you always want something to do every weekend of the year, this is the spot to be. And the overall vibe in Rockville is mostly urban and dense suburban areas, with the majority of the population right around that Rockville Town Center area, right around all the public transportation. But you have a variety of housing options here, which is really great. You have your condos, your townhouses, and your single family homes. You have newer homes, older homes. I mean, really everything across the spectrum. And you have condos that'll sell in the 100s, and you have single family homes that'll sell over $2 million. So again, wherever you really need to fit in, you will find a place in Rockville. And at the time of this video, the median price point for a home in Rockville is $635,000. And the next top suburb of DC is Chevy Chase. Coming in at number 9 on the list, it is sandwiched right in between Silver Spring and Bethesda. And Chevy Chase sits right on the border of Washington, DC, and it's cut in half by Connecticut Ave, which will take you down to Lafayette Square right at the White House. And as far as public transportation goes, there is a metro station in Chevy Chase at the Friendship Heights stop. And that's where the majority of the action is in Chevy Chase, because the rest of the community is mostly suburbs. But in Friendship Heights, you have the shops at Wisconsin Place. You have a ton of retail dining there. You also have a Whole Foods there. So there's a lot right in that small area. But the majority of Chevy Chase, like I said, is going to be those suburbs, the single family residences, and they're mostly upscale luxury homes. And because of that, the median price point for a home in Chevy Chase at the time of this video is $1.25 million. And one of the reasons for the higher price point here is obviously being located right on the border of DC. And if you know anything about DC and you've searched for real estate there, you know that townhouses and condos can go for $1.25 million. Actually, they very commonly do. So to have single family homes selling in that price point in Chevy Chase is not that bad comparatively. You also have Silver Spring and Bethesda nearby with their downtown. So it's a really convenient area to live if you need to go shopping, dining. All these different things are all around you while having DC right nearby. All right, so the next top suburb on the list is Potomac, Maryland. And Potomac comes in at number 7 on the list, and it's located in the southwest corner of Montgomery County, bordering Rockville on one side and Virginia on the other. And there are not too many major roadways within Potomac itself. But it is right next to I-270, and it has a main roadway called River Road that does run through it. And this is where the majority of the luxury properties are in Montgomery County. And Potomac has a population of about 47,000 residents and a median household income of $217,500. And if you're living in Potomac and you're needing public transportation, you might be out of luck here because there are very few bus routes and no metro stations. So if you live in Potomac, you're going to be driving your own car, or like those that live on River Road, you're going to have your own private chauffeur taking you into DC. And Potomac has a lot less things to do here as well. It is almost entirely suburban neighborhoods and individual lots with massive homes built on them. So if you're looking for a ton of things to do, this is not going to be the spot for you. But the reason people move here is not for the things to do, although there are some great golf courses like the TPC golf course and Congressional, where a lot of our US presidents play. The reason that people are moving here is for the location and for the status. This is a major status thing to live in Potomac. And you'll notice as you're driving along River Road, these are not $1 million houses or $2 million houses. You're going to see $8, $9, and $10 million houses here. It's where a lot of the big money from DC moves out to. So it's a huge reason why people try to be around this area. And also the reason that it is the highest median price point on this list at $1.35 million. And the next top suburb is Bethesda, Maryland, coming in at number 6 on the list. This is located directly next to Chevy Chase, and it's right on the border of Washington, D.C. as well, extending up into what's known as the 270 spur, which is where 270 meets the 495 Beltway. It has a population of 66,000 residents and a median household income of $185,000. And Bethesda does have a metro station as well and plenty of public transportation, and you're going to need it because this is a really busy area, and so many of these on this list are congested areas with traffic. But with Bethesda having the 270 spur and 495 right around it, it can be a really busy area. So a lot of people here that need to get around are going to use the metro station or public transportation. And Bethesda is very well known for its upscale dining scene and for having the metropolitan feel to it, similar to Silver Spring. And there are a ton of things to do in Bethesda itself. Now, most of those involve shopping and dining, which you also have in the Rockville Town Center and even in Chevy Chase, but there's some other things to do here as well. And being close to DC means you have a huge art scene here, and one of the most popular places to go is the Strathmore Music Center, which is a massive concert venue with almost 2,000 seats. And like Rockville, Bethesda has a wide range of housing options and price points. You have options in the low 100s up to well over $10 million in Bethesda, with a median price point of $1.3 million. And the next top suburb is South Kensington, coming in at number 4 on the list, and it's also ranked the number 1 best place to raise a family in Maryland. It's located on the north side of Chevy Chase, just on the other side of the 495 Beltway, and is split in two by Connecticut Ave, which again goes to DC. It has a very small population of just 8,300 residents and a median household income of $199,000. There's also a metro station at Kensington Station and plenty of bus transportation here as well. And similar to Potomac, there's really not a lot of things to do here in South Kensington. Now, South Kensington is different than Kensington proper, but even in Kensington proper to the north, there's just shopping and dining, not a lot of events or things you can do. Now, you do have the Mormon Temple, which is a very popular tourist attraction, but if you live here, you're going to see it once and then that might be it forever. So if you're looking for a lot of things to do, you're going to go into nearby Silver Spring, Bethesda, all of those places, Rockville, to get things or to have things to do. And the houses in South Kensington are mostly older and smaller homes, and they range from $200,000 to over $2 million, with a median price point at the time of this video of $860,000, which to me seems like the best value on this list. If you want to be as close to DC as possible without breaking the bank, I think South Kensington is probably the top spot for that. And the next top suburb of DC is North Potomac, coming in at number 3 on the list. It's located on the north side of Potomac proper and borders both Gaithersburg and Rockville. You have pretty much all of the same benefits as Potomac proper, but North Potomac is significantly more affordable. It has a population of over 24,000 residents and a median household income of $182,000. And just like Potomac proper, there is not a metro station here or many bus routes, so you will be relying on your car to get around. And it really doesn't have much as far as shopping or dining goes as well, so you're really going to be relying on nearby Rio Lakefront, which is really close, so it's going to feel like it's in North Potomac, but there's nothing really right there in the town itself. And you could also go to the Rockville Town Center, which is a short drive away as well. And the median price point for a home in North Potomac is just $900,000, which is $450,000 less than the median home value for Potomac proper. So a huge savings just by going a little farther north. And coming in at number 1 on the list is the suburb of North Bethesda. And it's not only the top suburb of DC, but it's the number 1 place to live in Maryland. It's situated between Bethesda proper and Rockville, and just like North Potomac, you get the same amenities nearby with a median price point that is much less than Bethesda proper. And at the time of this video, there is a population of around 50,000 residents with a median household income of around $131,000. And North Bethesda is home to the Pike and Rose Shopping Center, which is a massive commercial retail center that is very popular in the area. It's also right next to the North Bethesda metro station. So this is a really hot area, ton of transportation, things to do nearby. So that's a really great thing if you're looking for a place that's different than North Potomac, where you don't have so much to do, but a similar price point. And the median price at the time of this video is just $899,000 compared to $1.3 million that we talked about in Bethesda proper. So again, a $400,000 savings just by going a little farther north. And that's not bad for being the #1 place to live in the entire state of Maryland. So I'm curious, do any of these on this list fit you? Which one would you like to move to? Let me know in the comments below. And if you do live in one of these, or you have before, let me know, what did you like? What did you not like about the towns on this list? Everyone watching this video would benefit from your input. And if you are considering a move to the DC area or any of these top Maryland suburbs, reach out to me. The best way to do that is just going into the description or the comments below and clicking on the link to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. We'll get a plan together for your move to go as smoothly as possible. And whether that's 2 weeks away or 2 years away, it's never too soon for that call. So again, make sure to schedule that, and I look forward to hearing from you. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you stay up to date on all of my videos about moving to Maryland.